यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन जमुना तीरावनचारिणी पितामह की जय। श्री श्री गांधर्विका गिरधारी श्रीमान महाप्रभु की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you for today's Gita course program. Today's day 4. Of course, we have covered up so many days, but yes, officially this is the 4th session in the Gita course. In between we had different sessions. Okay, so now kids will go to kids classes. Follow Aradhana Mataji. Mataji, you got maths? Okay. Rest of them, please adjust the space. Out of the gaps, keep submit. So before we start, let's have a small recap because so many days have passed. Now many of us have come after so many days. Those 2 weeks, kind of. Okay. So first session was, anybody remembers? First session was, yeah. What was the first session? This is the first session. Okay, well, let me ask, how many of you are coming first time here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. So this will be, okay, I will take a recap of a small topic recap. First session was to establish the importance of Bhagavad Gita. We call it this as a Gita course. So why this is a Gita course? Why we are studying Bhagavad Gita? We understood the whole Vedic tree. What are the different scriptures are coming in the Vedic tree? And in the Vedic tree, where is the position of Bhagavad Gita? And why this is so important? Okay? Bhagavad Gita comes into which section of whole Vedas? Upanishad, yeah, it is Upanishad. But which section? This is the center of Mahabharata. Mahabharata book, if you open the book, it comes exactly in center. And Mahabharata is which kind of Vedic literature they say? Category? Itihasa. And all Itihasa and Purana combined called as a Pancham Ved. Vedas are important and Itihasa and Purana are also important. That's why they are called as a Pancham Ved. Okay? So Pancham Ved, Vedas and Purana supplement the principles of Vedas. That's why it will be important to Puranas and Itihasa. And that too, among that also, specifically we are studying Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. The question is, why only Bhagavad Gita? Because Bhagavad Gita is the scripture spoken by Lord Shri Krishna personally. Then question, who is Krishna? Supreme Personality of Godhead, that we call it. The term is coined by Srila Prabhupada. So he says, in Hindi we say, or in our Indian languages, we call it Bhagavan. When Bhagavan is translated into English, they say simply God. But this is not simply God. There are so many gods. This is the Supreme Personality in the Godhead. And the cabinet ministry is the Prime Minister. The President. We have the Supreme Person in all these celestials. The Supreme Person is Krishna. And now why he called a Supreme Person? That has to be understood. In the Vedic cosmology, the development, how this cosmic creation happens. Lord Shri Krishna, then Balaram, then Chaturvibha, then Mahavishnu, then Brahma, Brahma's never, Mahavishnu's never, Brahma comes and all this. We understood all this. And then we concluded that, yeah, everything is there, original. But in that, Krishna is the original source. And that Krishna person is coming and speaking about himself to us, then this becomes very important and very significant to hear about. Then Ratan Tata is coming and giving his biography. What you call as autobiography, right? When a personality talks about himself, it's an autobiography. And somebody else writes anecdote about Ratan Tata. It's a biography. Which is more authentic? Biography or autobiography? Autobiography. Because it is personal view of his own life. That is more authentic and more reliable and more worthy to live. Hmm? So when Krishna speaks about himself, it's more important. Then that's why we give importance to Bhagavad Gita as Krishna speaks about himself. Okay, and then this was the first session, this was the introduction we call it, and then day one starts with the idea of self. No, that was second. First day was idea of purpose of life. Why? Why we have come here? Happiness. How we get happiness? There are different levels of happiness. Right? And we got different level of happiness, physical, emotional, psychological, emotional. Then finally it comes to spiritual needs. Yeah? And the spiritual needs are satisfied, we are feeling satisfied from within. इंग्लिश अल्लाह के बोलता करते हैं, इंग्लिश सबको समझ में आता है ना, no problem. So this is the ultimate need we understood, and how to satisfy that ultimate need of self by fulfilling, by completing spiritual activity, by doing spiritual activities like chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and coming to discourses like this, and this will sufficient. This will satisfy that spiritual need. And then, if Prabhu is this side, Mataji is this side. You come here. Okay. And then, this was the first day, and the second day was about self. Who am I? What is my real identity? Right? So, these days, there are so many people, they are suffering through identity crisis. They don't have their identity, they are lost. And many people go through the depression. Who am I? What is my value in this whole universe? Am I so useless? That's an important question. When we were a teenager that time, this was buzzword. Teenagers are something like identity crisis and all this thing. Yeah, it's true. When they grow up, people say, people take it to speak, and when they grow up, they say, shut up. बोलते हैं ना घर में, बड़े बड़े को बोलते shut up, ज़्यादा बात मत कर. So this teenagers are not confused. So this identity, idea of identity gives us the confidence. What is my position in this whole world? And then, so what is my position in the whole world? Who am I? I am the soul. I am not recognized with my appearance. What kind of shirt I am wearing. This is not my identity. What kind of body I have got. This is not my identity. Black, white, thin, fat, and an Indian, American, British. This is not my identity. I am something who is sitting within. That is the real me. This is temporary identity. For some time being I have taken this. It's going to change. So today I will be cheering cheering for Indian team. Tomorrow, someday afterwards, I will take birth into some other country. Then I will be cheering that country. Then what is reality? This is just temporary. So whoever wins the World Cup, it should not be worried at all. India or England. That's why we are getting so much. Okay. So excuse cause they are getting excuses. So this is not real identity that I am Indian or I am American or I am Englishman. So this is temporary identity. So our identity and the soul. And when we act on that platform, we can relate to the eternal happiness. And then we can then whatever our activities are there are all long sustaining. Okay? That was the idea of that's what we learned in second day. Third day. What we learned in third day? Third day was, of course, last week we understood about our heritage, our culture. Lots of information was there in that class. The third session was about heritage and how all Vedic literature and our culture is scientific and it is long lasting, and how it was destroyed Waves after waves after waves after waves. What was the first wave who destroyed our culture was? Approximately. Attacks from the externals. Mughal attacks or British. After second level was the British attack. And then third level was social media attacked us. Our education system was destroyed. And we were convinced that yes, Indians are the worst fellow in the world. And because of that, again, whole Indian civilization went into another identity crisis. Again, we are really useless. And then we have to revive that. Of course, next week we talk about reviving our lost culture, how to do that. And today, we are discussing about how to deal with the adversities, how our Indian culture survived through all these difficult problems. Okay. So before we start, small prayers. You can just repeat behind me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuromilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. When you call us, you just try to call us. Okay? That's your name. Your name?
Kayan. Kayan.
Kanat.
No, Kayan.
Kayan. Wait. Nice. Okay. Let us start with a station which is from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the divine song of God. We are dedicating this session to His divine grace, is Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who gave us the clarity of life. Who am I? Why? What is my position, my situation, what is my culture? What I have to do being in the human world. Now, we are talking with the topic how to deal with adversities in the life. The question, is life playing a fair game with us? What do you think? Is life playing a fair game with us?
Yes.
कौन बोला not right now? Who says yes? Who says no? Yes, why you raise your hand? Life is playing all fair game. And no injustice in this whole life. Okay. Who says no? Nothing is happening just, everything is in injustice. I am being cheated being in this world. Anybody is feeling like this? No? Yeah, you are being cheated, right? Yeah, everything is individual, you are in a matrix. है ना? लग रहा है? Injustice is there. In the life, injustice is there. You know, naturally, injustice is there. You know, how many of you say, Rudy, I don't know what's happening in the world? It's all confusing. Anybody like this? It's so confusing. Please give me some clarity. Oh, Magyana Tinmirandhas. Jnana is a matter. Please open my eyes. That is the meaning of this particular shloka. Oh, Jnana, I am born in a darkness of ignorance. Please give me the light of knowledge. And that's why we pray in the beginning. Okay. Dealing with adversities, we are talking about life is life playing a fair game? That was the first question. Yes, if we open our eyes and see in this world, we see somebody is filthy rich. You know, Ambani ka pota, the grandson of Ambani, what kind of hard work he has done. You work hard to earn money, become a billionaire, right? अपने family का first billionaire, है ना? Be proud. Nobody in the family is billionaire, and now yes, work hard and this Ambani ka pota, what he has done? Hard work. What kind of degree he has got? Which kind of IT company has worked day and night, 12 hours for job? Nothing. Just being Ambani ka pota, he is rich. Why? He is like this, and why we are like working hard day and night, and still some people are there who are finding difficult to match hand to mouth. There are some people who are born strong, you know, and some people are struggling diseases right from their birth. That, you know, we have seen my dear friend, but my childhood friend is, you know, we both study together, and now he was calling me 2 days back and was saying, got to say that brother, I got a baby, and somehow we got that kind of a disease that small children have. They born with some disease, and their growth of brain doesn't happen. You know? So what kind of sin this kid has come? Whole life, and doctor says it's not a terminal disease, just brain growth is not happening. And whole life is survival. Right? 2 days back, one of our Gita course member, she's from Rajasthan, and she had a baby, not a baby. No, she got a child 18 years back, and he was with that kind of situation, and 18 years she served that child, was completely like a vegetative state. Why? Some people are like born healthy, and some people are struggling with disease right from their childhood. Why some people are born beautiful, some people are not so good, some people they have so much to eat, abundance of food, and we think people are destroying their food and all. And some people they don't find food at all. And they're struggling to get even a one day, one even every morsel they're struggling. Some people are endowed with good education, naturally. They have get good chances. Some people get admission by IT, some people can't get, we cry for them. But this is the simple thing, but some people they deprived of their basic needs. Some people are born fair and some people have dark complexion. Somebody is living in a mansion, somebody is living in a small hut. Some people are having some problems, blind and physically challenging. Some people are born intelligent, prodigy. They don't need much, little bit education you give, they just excellent in everything. And the talent is a born talent. Some people are struggling. Some music, simply. Music is a talent. You can't teach it. Very nice. Sometimes we have, every Wednesday we have music classes. You understand. You can learn kind of, it teaches a lot. Some people can't match the beat at all. Some people, they don't know what is the sur. And what is the tune, simply. But some former beautiful singers. Why there is diversity in the life? Life is a race. People say, no? Life is a race and we have to run, struggle your own. Then question is, if life is a race, then everybody should be starting the same starting point, right? Imagine you are participating in an Olympic race. Olympic race happens once in a 4 years. At least they work hard 4 years, 5 years, continuously. And then they go to the Olympic and you are standing in a race. The race course will be there and 10, 15, over at the tracks everything. And in the track, somebody is standing right in front of, just before the finish line. You are standing at the back somewhere. Somebody is having a track which is having hurdles. Somebody is having a track which is having the rollers. Somebody is having a track which is full of all stalls and everything. And somebody is fine difficult. And somebody is coming front, somebody is standing in the back and front and all these things. Is it fair game? No? Is it fair game? You should be like that. They do like this in Olympic? No, why? It's not a fair game, right?
Life is not a game.
That is not a game. No, right, but it is not a game, but it should be equally justified, no? Justice should be there, no?
But it's all like, it is nothing about past karma.
Past karma? Okay. Why there is so diversity? Then one answer can be the past karma. Why you think that there is no equality in the whole life? Why there are different things? One mother is saying, there is past. What else the answers can be? The life is, the race or maybe life is, look, nature is equal to everybody and everybody will get a chance. Everybody should get the same pooling to start off. So, how to understand this diversity? What is the basis of this, all these things? Is it just by chance that we have taken birth into this particular family, particular country? Is it just by chance? Or maybe it was planned like that? And if it is planned like that, who is planning all these things? And can we choose? If somebody else is planning for us, that person should be very cruel, no? बड़ा बुरा क्या करता है इधर ही जन्म लेना था इंडिया अमेरिका में जन्म लिया था मेरे को if something like about God is there who is planning all these things, then why he is enjoying us suffering so much? And ultimately, why bad things happening in my life? Why bad things happening in the life of good people? I am all good, Prabhuji. इसका पूरा नहीं किया मैंने. I didn't did anything bad to others, but everything has to happen with me only. That's a question. Doesn't you, but this question bothers you? Somebody suddenly goes to sudden calamity and say, अरे क्या बुरा किया था इसने? अरे इसके बाद मेरा ही कुछ समझ लो मैंने क्या किया था ऐसा? What is the answer for all this? Karma. Then we understand what is karma. We talk about karma, then what karma means. Okay, let me take it to me. What karma means. मैं बोल दूँ क्या कर्मा है वैसे है क्या कर्मा एक्चुअली व्हाट इज दिस या
Act of doing.
हाँ
Act of doing.
ओके एक्शन हम जो करते हैं दैट इज कर्मा ओके दिस आर द आंसर्स या राइट एनीबॉडी एल्स हम जो सोचते हैं वो भी कर्मा ओके व्हाट इज कर्मा देन व्हाई व्हेन वी से कर्मा व्हाट कम्स टू योर इमेजिनेशन what do you think is yeah you understand what
Your deeds.
huh?
Your deeds.
Deeds, yes, yeah, deeds, correct. And
When we take any decisions,
our decisions are our karma, okay, good. And yeah,
What we did in the past.
what we did in the past, okay, yeah, that's all. अगर पढ़ाई करोगे तो अच्छे मार्क्स मिलेंगे ना. If you study nicely, it will be good marks, correct? Okay, anything else? What do you understand? Whenever we say karma, what we mean, or maybe somebody else, maybe meaning, implying like saying karma. This is my karma only, man. You know, what does it mean?
Consequences of the past.
Consequences of the past is okay, true. Anything else? Karma. Okay. So, karma, when we talk about karma, people say, people use this word karma in different contexts, in a different meanings. Karma, as you say, is actions. Karma is, sometimes people say, is the results of our previous actions, karma phala. And this is, okay, why I have to get this kind of suffering? And karma is right. Karma, that means he wants to say that my results are like that, I have to suffer. So I have to suffer like that. So this is karma. Karma action, it has to be, karma means the action that I do, and as well as when we talk about the fruits or maybe the results, that we can say the karma phala. We are using the word. There are two different things. Okay. There's a small video we will So, this is what karma is. Okay, what do you understand from this?
जो कर्म किया उस कर्म करने के बाद वो फल उसको मिलेगा.
What we do, we
Comes
get it back. Okay, one principle. Again, another principle. Same as.
maybe not at the same time, or in the same way, but in a different time and different way it will come.
Yes, in a different way. Yeah. So that's good. Nothing nice.
Even if we don't know what is the consequence of that.
Even if you don't know what the consequences,
Of that.
huh?
He,
We have to.
he didn't have an intention of hurting others,
Huh.
but still it is coming to us.
Yeah. Okay, good. And
Our karma may affect other people in bad ways.
maybe, yeah, it can. Good. Yes, I did a lesson on this particular video. Okay. The karma is the one we suffer. We go through, we do something and we enjoy the results. And yes, we can't avoid those results. If karma is a hurdle and there's a menu, karma has no menu. And you get served what you deserve. Karma is like this. There is no demand that I should get this only, that only. But whatever we have earned, whatever we have deserve, we get that. It's like, karma means, you are, simple in Bangalore, you can take this example next week. You go to search a house, घर चेंज करना है ना आपको, availability is over. So you search for the house. Which kind of house you will get? Depends on your bank balance and depends on your needs and desires. All these parameters keep together, you will get a particular dream house based on your balance. So we have to, we can't demand this particular thing only, I should get that particular, but we have to deserve that also. We may say, okay, I should stay in a Gita only, and that too near my company, and that will be ITPA, or maybe I want to take a Bhaji. It's possible, difficult. If we deserve, then we get it. So karma has no value, but we get served what we deserve. What are the basic tenets of the karmas? The basic principles of karma are: first, every action has equal and opposite reaction. We studied this in our school days, right? This is a natural law. Newton law? Newton made this? Newton sanctioned this law and sanctioned by Newton. Now onwards it will happen like that. No, it is already existing. Newton just discovered it. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So, Newton's third law of motion, listen. So that karma also has same thing. Every action comes back to us. And nobody can escape that. Responsibility comes, and second law, second tenet is responsibility comes when intelligence is developed. And there is a famous line in the movie, right? Responsibility. When power comes, I forgot it actually. Then the power comes when?
Responsibility comes
With
with power.
responsibility comes with higher powers. Yeah. When you get intelligence, then this is a power, right? We get intelligence and we get proper developed consciousness, and with this we get a higher responsibility to choose what action we should do. And of course, the laws of karma are not applicable for everybody, isn't it? Is it? Laws of karma are applied to you, me. But is it applied to animals?
Yes.
Animals also apply. When a cow goes on the traffic signal and she crosses the red light, she will get ticket. When cow enters the no entry, she will get ticket. No, because they understand it is a dumb animal. She is exempted. Like law of karma also exempts animals from their permit. They don't know, they are programmed. But human life is a junction where you can decide, the consciousness is developed, and where we can decide and we can choose which karma should we do. So, animals, why animals don't get reactions? How many types of animals are there? So many animals are there. We have Jalaja, Navlakshani, Sava, Lakshani, Shakti. We heard like this? No, this is correct. So, there are so many different animal species, and we heard, we difference between humans and animals in one session, right? Difference between human and animal. What is the difference between humans and animal? First session, I think, was
Human can take the decision.
ABCD.
What is the ABCD? They don't have diligence. Man is more intelligent. But there are so many things that animals can do intelligently, but we can't do at all. They can live peacefully in their society, but human cannot live peacefully in society. Like you see the ants, they have so nice peaceful society. You see the bees, they have so peaceful society. And queen is there, servants are there, everybody is nice. But humans can't stay happily in the society. We fight. You know? We are not so intelligent like animals, that's true. But yeah, some kind of consciousness we have. So difference between, yeah,
Ability for higher and lower.
we have the ability of,
Ability for higher.
we understood dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho. Remember that sloka, Mahabharata? We have the principles of religion, we have the self-constraint that we have. That makes us more advanced than animals. So because we have developed consciousness, animals are programmed. Animals are programmed to eating, mating, defending and sleeping. That's all. They are programmed. If you come to our temple, we have a Goshala. There are nice cows there, beautiful and lovely cows are there. But they are programmed. Even though they are cows, holy animals, but they are programmed to eat. So you just bring the food in front of them, they will not think. They just eat. You see the butcher shop, they have a goat style there. Right? Happily eating grass. Don't you? And in a butcher shop, and they see their fellow goat is getting slaughtered, but she is happily eating the grass. I think, I am not going to die. Humans who think that I am not going to die, they are also like that only. the goat died at a butcher's shop. That's all. But humans, they understand. Like life, what is the cycle of life? At least they have ability to understand that life is not a permanent, it's a temporary, and we are responsible for our reactions, actions. Okay, and yes, we have ABCD, rules and regulations we have, and with the rules and regulations we can choose where to go. That's why it says human life is a junction where we can choose whether we can go ahead or go down. That's why this shloka is there in Bhagavad Gita. You see this shloka? Vasamsi jirani yatha vihaya navani grandhati naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. Okay, I will write it, we'll read translation.
As a person puts on new garments, give up old ones. The soul similarly accept new material bodies, give up the old and useless ones.
So like we change our body, our shirt is dirty and worn out. We change it and wear it, newer one. Same way, soul also gives up this body and takes up another one when this body becomes useless. And when we become old, or maybe the accident and all these things will happen. So that time, the soul understands that his body is not stable. And the house in which the house becomes old and it becomes weak. We have to vacate the house and take another house. When the contract of the house gets over after 11 months, that is for another house. Isn't it? So we have to change. So like that, soul also changes when the expiry of this body gets over, or maybe this body becomes burned out or not livable, it changes from one body to another. Navani grunati naroparani tatha sharirani anyani samyati navani dehi. We give up and take up another body. The question is, what kind of bodies we will get after changing this body? What do you think? After leaving this body, what kind of body you are going to get? Huh?
What you deserve.
What you deserve? What you deserve?
What karma you have done on that basis.
What karma you have done? Then what kind of body you will get then?
If you do good karma, you get good body.
Okay, but good body means what? Like a fairer body or like that or what you are saying?
No.
Or maybe like a rich man's body?
Rich
Rich body you will get?
body you get.
Okay.
Spiritually, it's like
Which is anybody will get? Okay? And any guesses? What kind of bodies? What options you have there?
Human, animals also.
Yeah, humans, animals. Okay, this is the shloka from Padma Purana. It says, okay, I will not ask you to repeat this. It says, Jalaja Navalakshani Sthavara Lakshavimshati. Jalaja, in aquatics are Navalakshani, 9 lakhs species of aquatics are there. Sthavara Lakshavimshati. The people, the animals who are sthavara means immovables, like plants and trees, are Lakshavimshati. How many? Lakshavimshati means? Number is there. 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs are into plant kingdom. Aquatic kingdom, 9 lakhs are there. We have animal kingdom, plant kingdom, right? In your school? You have, right?
Yes.
You studied it? And then how many are there totally?
5.
5.
What are those?
Kingdom Modera, Kingdom Protesta, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Animalia, and Kingdom Plantae.
Okay. Shastra speaks about this many kingdoms. You can count it down. How many are there as per the Padma Purana? Jalaja, aquatics, Sthavara, plant kingdom. Aquatic, how many are there? Total species? 9 lakhs. And Sthavara is plant kingdom, has 20 lakh types of species. Okay. And then Krimayo means the insects. Insects are
10 lakhs.
Rudra Sankhya. 10 lakhs?
11 lakhs.
11 lakh. And then there are Pakshinam Dasalakshanam. 10 lakhs are the
Birds.
birds. And Trimshad Lakshani Pashava, quadrupeds. People, the animals who are walking on the 4 hooves. They are quadrupeds. How many are there? Trimshad Lakshani. 3 lakhs are the 30 lakhs are the quadrupeds. 30 lakhs types of quadrupeds are there. And then humans. Chatur Lakshani Manusha. How many humans are there? Human species. Humans also have become a species, right? How many species you know in humans? Indian species, Indian different are there, South Indian, North Indian, Mongolians are look different, Chinese look different, and Taiwanese and Japanese people look completely different, Koreans look different, Africans look different, Americans look different, Americans Native Americans look different, and Britishers and Europeans look different. There are so many different species are there. At least we have counted only 10 maximum, right? But there are 4 lakh types of humans. That's what Shastra speaks about. So and if you totally count it, how many will come?
84 lakhs.
So you come to the 84 lakh yogi ka chakkar. You heard of it? The cycle of 84 lakhs, where it has come from? These are all the aliens. How many kingdoms are there now? Did you count? You count and tell me how many kingdoms are there? And how many types of people, species. So, we travel through all these 84 lakh species based on our desire, or based on our qualification. We say whatever and we go and all these things. So we have option of 84 lakh. 84 lakh, there are so many options. Anywhere we can go. Better have a good karma and come back. So what is that kind of people talk about good karma, bad karma? One rule is if you do good, you get a good body. And then another rule is this from Bhagavad Gita. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam jajan jante kalevaram tam tameveti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Volunteer from Mother's side who leads.
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail.
When we, जैसे ना मरते समय नारायण का नाम लो, नारायण प्राप्त हो जाएंगे. Same. This is a rule coming from Bhagavad Gita. You chant whatever consciousness, whatever state of mind you have at the time of death, that kind of body you get. And then you die like thinking about something nonsense, you get access to the body. What is the last picture in your mind when you die? That kind of state you continue in your next birth. But we have so many impressions in the mind. Anything can come. And that will be deciding factor for our next birth. And so you may say, Arey Prabhuji, aisa kaise? What is this you are talking about? You are contradicting, no? What is the contradiction here? Just now you said, good karma will give good body. But now you are telling, whatever last thought come in your brain, that gives your next body. गलती से गलत विचार आएगा तो क्या करेंगे? है ना? By mistake also I do something nonsense in that time of death, whole life's good activities is gone. है ना? Then, now tell me, how to understand this contradiction? Shastras contradict. Shastras will tell always truth, right? है ना? Then how the Shastras are contradicting now in the same spot? How to understand this? How many of your engineering schools you are attending?
Because we keep doing good things and then also the good job will come.
I didn't hear.
You will be doing the good things only throughout the life. At the end also good job will come in our life.
See, maybe there are some people whole life they did it nicely, but last moment they were deviated. Maybe whole life they did good, they did all nonsense things, and last few years only, maybe last few years only they were नहीं अच्छा करना चाहिए. And is it okay? Then whole life whatever it is wrong. No punishment for that, no? How do you understand this then?
So whatever state that you get after death,
At the time of death.
at the time of death,
Uh-huh.
in the new form, will again be dependent on the karma that you did before. But it could be the best if the karmas were good. The state would be good, depending upon what kind of karmas were done.
Yeah, karma is what whole life I have done, that is that karma, right? Then what is this? This is Krishna's voice. How Krishna said that.
What about the concept of repentance?
Uh-huh.
Repentance.
Dependence.
Repentance.
Repentance, yeah, classical repentance is very good.
So repentance is that the karma thing should be washed off.
Repentance, that's a big yes, true.
He asked for forgiveness before what happened. Then I said,
Nice argument. We can understand that also, we'll talk about it.
Each moment,
Yeah?
every moment we have to think about Krishna. And then this is solved.
But just now I'm coming to Krishna consciousness, just now I'm coming to Gita course. Last 30 years I never heard about Krishna. What about Krishna? Wasted, right? My whole life. Okay. What happens, whatever I have studied, that only I remember in the exam. Engineering college में होता था हमारे एग्जाम में. We used to, when engineering college, engineering, how many engineers are here? How many times, how much time you study in a year? Only last month. Only last month we study. Oh, here they will have full fun and masti. And people used to come to me, hey brother, I went to the exam and whole exam I was, instead of getting all the formulas, I was getting only songs in my brain. Only songs I was able to remember, all nothing was able to recollect, or no formulas, no answers I was able to get. Only songs are running. Whole year you spend your life in hearing the songs only, what will come in your memory? That's only, right? So whatever study you do, whatever life you spend whole year, that only is remember at the end. Whole life you have spent into something doing nonsense and enjoyed like anything, and last में सके अरे अंते नारायण स्मृति, लास्ट में भगवान नारायण का नाम लेंगे काम खत्म, है ना? लास्ट में भगवान का नाम लेंगे मोक्ष प्राप्त हो जाएगा, बस ऐसा है? Is it possible? अरे होगा ही नहीं. It will not be possible to remember Krishna at all if you don't practice in a whole life. Whole life you practice chanting, or maybe whole life you are doing all nonsense. That nonsense only is remember. Nothing will work out. You are saying something? Yeah?
मैंने सारी जिंदगी कितना बुरा काम किया, लेकिन लास्ट में कैसे वो नारायण को बुलाया था,
तुरंत नहीं गया वो,
नहीं, लेकिन पहले तो उसने कितने बुरे
बस उसको बचना, वो बच गया।
बच गया, लेकिन उसको भगवान की नाम भी प्राप्त हो गया।
नहीं, ऐसा क्या हो गया, राजा की स्टोरी में ना कैसा होता है, दो पार्ट्स आते हैं। पहला पार्ट आता है उसका पिताजी ने दिया हुआ ट्रेनिंग, सेकंड पार्ट में आता है उसके पाप कर्म, और थर्ड पोर्शन में आता है जब उसको यमदूत आकर बचा मार ले जाते हैं, यमराज आकर बचाते हैं, उसमें वो बच जाता है लेकिन भगवत धाम नहीं जाता वो। फिर उसको प्रैक्टिस करना, वो क्या करता है कि घर छोड़कर वाराणसी जाता है, वहाँ पे जाके प्रैक्टिस करता है, और अच्छी प्रैक्टिस करने के बाद फिर उसको नारायण दूत आके लेकर, बिना प्रैक्टिस के कोई वैकुंठ नहीं जा सकता। बाय चांस।
I have a doubt. In case if a person is practicing the whole life good things and Krishna consciousness is there, at the end somehow he got met with an accident, and during that time he couldn't.
Forget to remember Krishna, what to do? Yeah, there are some more tenets for this. In this spirituality, it talks about this mercy and dependence. So, of course, there are little higher principles, but yes, we'll talk about it when we talk about bhakti and all these things. But yes, I will answer this also question. Okay, so Krishna, Lord Ram, has mentioned, Lord Ram, Varahadev has mentioned in the Varaha Purana. That statement is there. Anybody has done serious devotional practice in his life. This is kind of one of the Charam Satya, Charam Shlokas. From Shiv Sampradaya have this concept, Charam Shlokas. So this is ultimate Charam Shloka, Varaha Purana says, Varaha Purana Lord says, anybody has done any kind of intense service to me in his whole life, or any time in the life, I will make sure that he will remember me at the end of his life. This is Lord's promise. He said at the end. Okay? So we'll keep this aside for time being. So we consider that now of course we're talking about general principles, not who have not given attached not thought of any bhakti around this thing. So we are talking about bhakti principle surpasses all the laws. Bhakti principles is beyond all the laws. Okay? That's why the law is coming. When the Lord personally tells me, I will make sure that he will remember me. Okay? Okay. The law comes here is, Lord Krishna says, Yam Yam Bhavis Bhavat Bhavam. Whoever remembers me, whatever state, that kind of life, he will get. And then comes whole life, whatever actions you do, that kind of memories and remembrance that he will get. We have seen an example of the Indian student remembering only songs in his exam time. It happens. See, our memories are like, hard disk. It will be writing all kinds of whatever actions we do, it will be printed into it. And at the time of death, any random moment will come and flash in our eyes. Of course, it is said that whenever somebody dies, whole life picture will come into the kind of a reel. Within a second, whole life will flash. And any random frame will stop. Okay? So your hard disk is full of all kind of nonsense pictures. What is the probability that you get a good picture? Depends. So you have to fill our life with all good moments and all positive thoughts. Okay? Okay. Do we get karmic reaction in this same life? Okay, these are the things. Before understanding this, we try to understand what is karma. Why to understand our karma. This is a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. We'll read this. Buddhi yukto jahatiha Ubhe sukrita dushrute Tasmat yogaya yujasva Yoga karma sukoshalam. Somebody can read this translation.
Please
raise your hands that people will not confuse.
The man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions, even in his life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work.
So there, Krishna says, we have to act in our life. We cannot avoid action in the life. Okay, karma is the problem, no? Okay, let me avoid. I will not do any karma at all. Is it possible?
That is also karma.
That is also karma. We cannot avoid doing any karma in the life. Then better is understand what kind of karma has to be done. Rules and regulation cannot be avoided. You stay in India and you say, okay, क्या करना है इंडिया के लॉ का, what is the use of reading Indian constitution, what is the use of understanding all these rules and regulations of traffic rules and all that, no use. Is it right? If you are in India and you say, I don't know where to drive, how to drive, but still I will drive, you get ticket, you get fine. Is it? And we can't say, I don't know the rule and that's why I should be exempted. Is it? We go to the traffic signal and just go to no entry and traffic signal is like, hey, no entry. Sorry sir, I didn't do this. मुझे पता नहीं था, माफ कर दो. बैठेगा ना? हाई तो देगा ही ना. गलती से गलती करा तो भी. All of you can come for a friend little so that we will make some space too.
This is also what karma.
Yeah, completely correct. Okay. So, we were talking about whatever, the better we have to understand what actions we should be doing. Even though we say I don't know the rules, but still we are affected by the rules. Fire burns, but somebody says, I don't know fire burns. Will fire stop burning you? No, it will work. Better understand how it works. So that's why you should understand what karma is. To understand, to know what karma is, it becomes our duty and responsibility. Nobody can say, अरे क्या जरूरत है? Somebody can say, अरे क्या जरूरत है भगवत गीता पढ़ने की? Why you need reading Bhagavad Gita at all? है ना? When Bhagavad Gita speaks about what should be done, what should not be done, and there is no need. Then what will happen? You will be exempted. Is it a matter of belief? No, it is a matter of fact. Indian constitution is a matter of belief? No, it's a matter of fact. It's a law of land. You have to follow. No, you have to do business in India, you have to follow Indian laws, Indian laws. Whatever taxation system is there, you have to understand, read, and then you have to do business there. That's all. You cannot say I agree with this rule. And then income tax wala aage maan jayega. Definitely. So it will be, you cannot escape. And somebody cannot disregard the laws also. And somebody says, I don't believe in this Indian competition or that. Sir, bhagwan. What will happen? If there are some people in India, they say, we don't follow Indian competition. What Indian government does to them?
You will get punished.
Oh, yeah. It's nationalites and all these things, they say, their motto is that we don't follow Indian constitution. And they stay in jungle and just fight with the police, nationalites. What the government does with them? Shoot outside, that's all. It will happen. So if we disregard the laws of nation, we will have this kind of a punishment. And if we disregard the laws of nature, which is called as a law, as a law of karma, what will happen? We will get punished. Because we will be knowingly and unknowingly doing something nonsense wrong. It's better to understand what is right, what is wrong. That's why Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Karmano hi api bodhavyam. Okay, we read this shloka. Karmano hi api bodhavyam. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. Gahana karmano gatihi. From other states, somebody can read? Yeah.
The implications of
Loudly.
action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is
So the laws of karma are very intricate. Intricate means complicated. Because it is intricate, we have to understand it properly. And what we have to understand? There are three things. What action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. Three kinds of karmas are there. What are Krishna says? We have to understand all these three things. What should be done, what should not be done, and what is inaction. Okay? Which is termed in English, Sanskrit is कर्मणोपि बोद्धव्यम बोद्धव्यम च विकर्मण विकर्मण मतलब the something which should not be done मतलब बुरे कर्म bad activity कर्मण means good activity and third is अकर्मण that is inaction. Okay, now we'll understand what is this. We call karmana, that means good karma, and that term as punya. है ना पुण्य बोलते हैं. What is punya?
Doing good deeds.
Good deeds.
Doing good things.
Good deeds.
So which is
Good
based,
deeds.
which is based on dharma.
Which is based on dharma. When you say punya means simply good things, it is again vague. Okay? For thief, stealing is good. Thief, चोरी मेरा business है. What I should be stealing. And what is business for the police?
You catch that.
And what is the right thing?
For butcher.
For the butcher slaughtering, है ना? So whatever good, whatever bad, the concept of good and bad may vary person to person based on their perception to perception. But that may not be the ultimate, that may not be the fact. Better is, what is the punya? Punya is the activities or actions which are based on just some logic. है ना? कर्म, पुण्य को हम लोग बोल सकते हैं, we can say in the Indian constitution, in the Indian law in perspective, कि the activities which are government is expecting you to do, the duties of the citizens, right? That is karma. Now, how will you understand what is the duties of citizen? Understanding the constitution. When you understand it, you will understand your duty. Paying taxes on the time, maybe riding bike on the left side of the road or this side, or so many rules are there. This is our duties. Right? When you do the duties, what you will get? Rewards. Right? You get rewards. You know, what are the best reward you will get? Promotion, promotion, all this thing, right? What is that? Highest award, civilian award, yeah. You know? So these, punyas are like, right actions that somebody has to do based on the natural law of nature, law of karma, or maybe we can say based on the Vedic literature. Whatever, Vedic are the natural laws. Those are not artificial things, they are natural laws. And whatever actions are mentioned which are desirable from us, they are called as a punya karma, which are allowed for us based on our psychophysical nature. Everybody has different nature, and based on that, it is very intricate. Actually, it is very detailed. They talk about it based on your varna, based on your ashrama, based on your position, current position. What is your duty? It is prescribed there, and we have to understand and we have to do that. That is
How as a person should I identify whether this is punya for me or not?
as a person, you have to understand who you are.
As an individual.
And yes, so
I know slaughtering is wrong for me. Okay. But
Yeah.
then whether feeding a poor has been told it's good, or is it when I am feeling good from within, is it good, or is there any framework?
Yeah, there is actually. So first thing we have to understand, there is no feeling, there is no value for feelings into the law book. जज के सामने फीलिंग्स काम करती है नहीं, गलत तो गलत है, राइट? रॉन्ग इज रॉन्ग देयर. Judge will not accept. Okay, I feel so nice when I kill somebody. You don't feel anything, punishable offense. You have to be punished for that. So feeling doesn't work. What law is there? Okay, you could have court. So in the court, feelings, they will not listen about it. You know, what I feel, right? The lawyers will go to the judge and say, Judge Sahab, my lord, I feel this person should be punished because he has done this and this kind of heinous crime and all this thing. Please punish him. Judge will say, please give some quotations, give some references. And that evidence is there. Not the evidence is also not sufficient. They have to give the law, the quotation from the laws. Okay, this is the law and this is the crime because of that, and for this particular crime in the law, this is the punishment. So you should give the punishment. That's what he has to say. That's why, you know. What is that?
Who gives the laws for latest?
Who gives the law? The code. No, who gives the law? Constitution is there. All the law book is there. You know? So IPC is there. I mean, IPC is changed now. What is that now? Something different name is there. न्याय संहिता is there now. Okay. So now for our न्याय संहिता is the Vedas, Vedic literature. So they speak about what should be done, what should not be done, and that's why we give the references from Shastras. Today also in this today's whole presentation you have heard so many shlokas, right? प्रभु जी इतने श्लोका क्यों डाल रहे हैं? Because every statement that I am making today has some Shastric references. It is not something which I am taking from the memory or my feelings. These are the laws. That's why karma section has so many reasons. And of course next also we are getting so many references. So what is punya, what is papa? Punya is something which is prescribed and which should be done based on our psychophysical nature. Psychophysical nature means my emotional and physical position. And you said what should be done, what should not be done. Irrespective of your emotions, what is your position? If you are a father, you have to work like a father. You are an employee, you are an Indian citizen, you have to work like a citizen. Even if you don't believe in the constitution, you have to work. And one of my one boy told to me, Guruji, unfortunately I was born in India. I don't feel like I was born in India. I should have born in America only. Whatever it is. We are in India now. I don't know, follow the system. I just study hard. Student kind of thing. Want to run away from the exams. We gain so many excuses. So you have to work, you have to study. Whatever you do. Even if you don't feel, you have to study. That is unacceptable. So feelings, there is no, when the laws are there is no value for the feelings. But law is very important. Yes, intention matters. So we understand that also. Good karma leads to enjoyment and bad karma, papa. What is papa? Okay, another concept, papa. Exactly opposite. Take it quickly.
What should not be done
As per Vedas. That is papa. Okay. Then, what we consider as a papa and what is considered as a punya. Okay, another question is,
Probably this pap or punya again, if I am doing something, it's not pap for me, will it be considered pap? If I am thinking
laws are not relative, they are absolute. When you say, for me, they are absolute, they should be absolute. Laws are absolute. For me is right, for me is wrong, doesn't work.
They are absolute.
They should be absolute. Papa पुण्य has to be absolute, they are not relative terms. ठीक है? तो मेरे लिए पाप है, उसके लिए पाप नहीं है, no, nothing.
It's equal to all.
Is equal to all. ठीक है? So in this way, but there should be the context. Context has to be taken into consideration. Okay, okay. Okay, there are some actions like killing. Is sin or not?
Actually, it depends on the person. Like military people, they kill, that is not.
Beating somebody is sin. Is it sinful? Beating somebody, slap मार हाथ करके. अच्छा नहीं बुरा है.
It depends again.
It may not my intention.
Intention? Now you have seen somebody and somebody slapping. ये कितना बुरा है, मार रहा है. When we go to suddenly in a movie चल रहा है, we go to the movie and the movie चालू होता है कभी we just open the theater and we just go into that. We see अरे screen पे चल रहा है, somebody is beating somebody. अरे कितना बुरा आदमी है ना? So the one who is beating is bad person and who is taking beating is good person.
Yeah.
It's the context. Where is the context? है ना? Is a hero beating the villain or villain beating the hero? Depends on that. है ना? Intention matters. वो फौजी अगर जाके killing कर रहा है तो it is authentic. You will get rewards. You will get Paramvir Chakra or whatever chakra are there. है ना? Is a fauji basically. But same fauji comes into home on vacation. पड़ोसी का झगड़ा कर लेता है. He takes a dog with his neighbor and just fights with him. He will get reward. Paramvir punishments. है ना? So it depends on what intention and what the context is there. Beating absolutely is not right or wrong. In this way, action itself cannot be considered to be right or wrong based on its context and based on the purpose. Lying is not right or wrong. झूठ बोलना पाप है पुण्य है. Depend on the context. Okay. है ना? To save somebody, it is said in the Shastras. In few contexts, if you lie, it is not a sin. It is like to once I was asked to Earth, Mother Earth, what is the biggest burden on you? Mother Earth says, liar is the biggest burden on me. Right? Yaksha Prashna it is there. Liar is the biggest burden on me. But still, there are some contexts where it is allowed to be lied. When somebody is to save somebody's life, if you lie,
Like Ashatama Hatya.
it is punishable. It is said, किसी का मैरिज हो रहा है तो उसके लिए झूठ बोल दो तो भी इट इज नॉट अ सिन. इट इज वन ऑफ द दिस वन इज ठीक है. फन फैक्ट इज अनदर बट या इट इज अ फैक्ट. फनी फैक्ट इज अ फैक्ट. सो इंटेंशन टू मेक समबडी किसी का भला करने के लिए झूठ बोलना चल सकता है. तो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट. ठीक है. सो व्हाट इफ वी डिसरिगार्ड दिस टीचिंग्स. दिस इज द श्लोक आई विल रीड. एक अभ्यसूयन्तो नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान् चेतसः. लास्ट टाइम पूरी प्रभु जी का माता जी प्रभु जी रहना था माता जी. हाँ जी रहना ना प्रभु जी इस पर. Anybody can take it.
But those who are out of envy disregard these teaching and do not follow them regularly are yet to be considered great of all knowledge before and ruined in their endeavor for perfection.
So in any context we cannot disregard this papa punya concepts I call. We have to be observing them, and if somebody disregards them, he is the Krishna says he is buried out, but he cannot perfect his life. So you come to the company and work for the job and you forget about your job description. I says, whatever I make, I will do, man. You will salary. You will get salary. You will kick up. And then you are a human, you have to work like a human. You are so if you are a manager, you have to work like a manager. If you are a human, you have to act like a human. There is no excuse. You have to understand what is the position and then work on that. If you don't regard all these things, then sinful reactions are coming up. Intoxication will be born and the hell like that, all these things are there. We have different kinds of things. We're ready for that. Whatever things we do, punishment is already. We suffer the karmic reactions. Even if it is good, or it is bad, we have to go through it. And then another thing comes is inaction. What is this inaction? So we talk about three things like karma, papa, punya, and third is inaction. What is inaction? Because they are not doing anything, but it is possible? No. Then inaction has different meaning. Because karma, activities, inaction is activity without reaction. Papa will have reaction. Punya will have a reaction. But there are some activities which doesn't have any reactions. Look, if you do papa or punya, results are coming and searching behind you. They will not live. But there are some actions which are free from all kind of bondage. Papa is also bondage, Punya is also bondage. But the akarma will free you. What is this akarma thing? The actions which is done without any motive, without any action which is done for the sake of purpose of supreme love. These are called inaction. Suppose we keep this concept a little bit on the side, we'll understand it in detail in further sessions. But for time being, we understand the actions which is done for the sake of supreme personality of Godhead. भगवान के लिए जो भी किया जाता है, उसका results, उसके जो परिणाम है, they don't bear any good or bad results. They are free from any bondages. ठीक है? They will not cause us any chain of reactions. ठीक है? Okay. We'll understand this later on, but yes, we understand some more concepts of karma. Okay. So question is, do we get the karmic reaction in the same life?
Yes and no.
Yes and no? What do you think? Yes, who is saying yes and no, but both दोनों भी now बता रखे हैं. Who says yes? We get a reaction in the same life. Yes. And who says no? We have to wait. Okay. There are something, karmic reactions are like this sowing the seed. As in, you sow the seed, you will get a result immediately. अभी तो डाला था बीज, अभी फल क्यों नहीं मिल रहा है? What do you do? Farmer when sow the seed, he has to wait. He has to wait for how many months? Depends on the crop. 3 months, 4 months. You have to put water, you have to put nourishment, you have to care and protect the crop and all these things. And then he will get the harvest. Same way, karma also has different stages. Depends on that, it will fructify, it will give, papam, bijam, putam, all these stages are there. And depends on that, karma will fructify. Karmas, okay, for that one nice story is there of Dhritarashtra. What happened? At the end of Mahabharata war, Dhritarashtra was dejected and Gandhari was dejected and all these things. Dhritarashtra asked, Duryodhana was lying down, almost about to die, and Dhritarashtra came to see that Krishna was standing there. And everybody knows Krishna is a god, and they asked the question. Dhritarashtra asked, Hare Krishna, what kind of a sin I did that I had to see all my children dying in front of my eyes? And Krishna explained, Dhritarashtra, you were a hunter, not previous life, 50 lifetimes back. 50 lifetimes back, you were a hunter and you killed a small birdlings of one bird. Who had some 100 birdlings were there, you killed them at one shot. And because of that, you have to suffer now that your 100 children are dying in front of your eyes. Another question. Why he had to wait for 50 lifetimes? See, he has done a karma. He has done a sin by killing. But he was not ready to accept the fruit. Because, he has killed his 100 birdlings, but he himself doesn't have 100 children to get killed. So to get 100 children, he has to do punya for 50 lifetimes. एक बच्चा पैदा करके कितना पुण्य प्राप्त करना पड़ता है, you know this. If you don't have punya, you will not get children. That is a fact actually. People go to the highway and be some time and you don't get all experts, all problems get, all efforts get disturbed. They don't get any results. Even everything is correct. Doctor को confusion है क्या सब कुछ ठीक है, everything is right. Punya has to be there. Dhritarashtra had to do punya for 50 lifetimes to have 100 children at the same time, and then he was eligible to get the punishment. And that's why he has to wait. So punishment, even if you are getting punishment, you have to wait. See, for example, you do corruption or maybe you do a sin which is having a fine for 1 crore. बैंक बैलेंस तो 100 रुपया कहाँ से देगा? You have to work. You have to earn on 1 crore rupees and then you have to repay the fine. It is not like you are escaping. You know, I will not escape.
But probably grief was same for Gandhari as well. So she was also attached to Shiva.
Yeah, karma and you have to, you know,
So both were
both would have done something and which is connection with. That's how we get connected, right? Why you get connected, you know, what kind of birth I should get, it is all depends on my karma. What kind of wife you should get, it is all depends on your karma. इसलिए बोलते हैं ना, शादी है वो क्या? The marriages are made in heaven. Why it is celebrated is not in your hand. What kind of wife you get? Wife you get? You get a good wife, you should punya karma only. If you get bad wife, that is also bad karma only. So it depends. So yeah, Gandhari also your answer to your question is right. Yeah, whatever karmas we have to suffer conjointly. For that purpose, these particular two souls are brought together to suffer. Like we have some example where you know somebody dies into a mass destruction. You know, कहीं accident हो जाता है. 100 people die together because their karma was there to die together. Because of that they were brought together particular case and they died. Not like this. So this is like how intricately this karma works. And you have to wait also. You ask the question, but I will choose where to answer. Okay?
So, suppose most of the people are using the pesticides and to protect yourself, if you have to kill someone, then what you call this is a good karma or the intention was right or what you do? Say to me.
Pesticide.
Suppose it means just like we are using most of the time, we are using the pest controls and all. Willingly or unwillingly, we are killing some insects and all.
Okay, insect you are killing.
So in that intention wise, what you will think that?
What I will tell is fire burns. If you say fire burns, even if you say I don't know how fire burns, intentionally, unintentionally, all these things. Even if you don't know the law will take effect. So in this way, fire burns. Even if you are a child, small child putting hand in the fire, it will burn or not? Burn. Like that. Okay? So better is what is when we heard few minutes back we heard on Shloka Bhagavata. We have to understand what is a karma, vikarma. This is our job because we have got developed consciousness. We have to understand. We cannot say unintentionally I did it. It's our job to understand it and act accordingly. Ignorance is not an excuse. Okay?
Everything is getting accounted.
Huh?
Everything gets
But
accounted.
at the same time, we say no, that life is fixed because if any human being lifespan is 50 years means 50 years, and there is a one person maybe he died in an accident. I mean, if accident happened, so it was fixed. So in that the other person who was driving the car or what was his fault? Because it was fixed.
Yeah, it's complicated. Accident also, people say sometimes accident is a untimely death, but no, it is a timely only.
But you said no karma. I mean, if you are killing somebody, which means it's a sin.
Either you are killing or maybe accidentally you are sitting in the car which is going to be ditch. It's
There is a reason why we are sitting there.
we are talking about accidents, right?
Yeah, accident is
Accidents.
one of the
No,
examples we can take.
we are putting, now what is our intention is, somebody, we have to put a responsible for it. Accident हो गया, किसी को दोषी करना है. But actually it is not a fact. Somebody would have been doing mistake or what. It's all planned.
Yeah, actually it's a plan. So जो मर गया वो तो उसका पहले से प्लान था, राइट? अब जो कार ड्राइव कर रहा था, उसी से वो मरना था, तो वो उसके ऊपर फिर वो पाप कैसे आया?
So of course, whatever law book talks about is a different thing. So I don't talk about our constitutional law, and if we are talking about the eternal law, Vedas are not about it. We'll take the question at the end actually, because all the concepts get mixed up. I have covered so many different concepts regarding this karma. Okay? Some different small tenets are there, we'll take it everything together. Then you can write your questions, we'll take it again. Okay? Then, The question comes, why do bad things happen to good people? Same question again. To me, how can all things good in my life? Then why things bad things are happening in my life? We don't see any connections. You said, I have to suffer. Some people raise their hand. When I ask, do you need to suffer karma of your life in the same life? So, then how can we see that whole life I've done something good, but bad things are happening in my life? Okay, I tell one story from Bible. Of course, it is the story from the Bible which are getting forgotten. Okay? We are not putting much stress on that. Once Jesus Christ was traveling, and they came to a village. All his disciples and whole people, whole crowd was coming following Jesus Christ and all this. They come to the village, and Jesus Christ was showing chamatkar. There was a man who was completely blind, and basically he was blind from the birth. Okay? So, Jesus Christ went to him and touched him, and he got eyesight and was so happy. He thanked Jesus Christ and all this and went off. The disciples of Jesus Christ were intelligent. So they were observing everything, and they were intellectual also. And they were asking Jesus Christ, we understand people suffer because of their karma. Okay? So this man who is blind, people suffer because of their actions. And this man was blind from his birth. So what karma he did that he got out, he didn't have eyesight, अंधा क्यों पैदा हुआ? कर्मा तो तभी स्टार्ट होते हैं ना जब जन्म लेते हैं. And it is said that, of course, this is a deleted part of Bible. It is said that the answer to this question, of course, they could not delete this question, but the answer to this question, Jesus Christ explained them the idea of reincarnation. So, of course, now Bible doesn't believe in reincarnation or these things, but yes, it was the original Bible. So this answer is your actions from your past life, which you could not suffer, they come back again in your next life. Like we have seen the example of Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was suffering and he had to be prepared for his karma to come up 55. He had to take 50 births and then he got this one. Life is like, silo. Heard about you seen this silo in your homes? Maybe previously it used to be there before the ages of Blinkit. Blinkit, everything comes on the spot. Because we used to store grains in our homes. Every year's harvest we put, again next year harvest we put, again it will come. तो कभी फसल अच्छी होती है तो अच्छा धान गेहूं निकलता है We put grains on the top and take from the bottom. We put nice grains will come out. No, whatever you have put last year that will come first. In a technical term, what we call it?
Last one, first one.
Very
First in, first out.
first time. First you put whatever it should come. It's a sequence. It should come. You may say, whole life I have done so nice work. I am getting bad habits. And because your previous karma that you would not have seen it, these are coming out now. The children, they may say, Papa, this year you put the nice grains, but why they are getting bad grains out? Papa knows last year we have put bad grains there. So, even if we don't see my karmas are bad, now, but previous karmas are bad, so I am getting bad results. So, even though we don't see, karma doesn't leave. We have to suffer through it. We have first in, first out. Again, another concept, and this conception already one important thing that to clarify in this karma thing. Good karma, bad karma, do they nullify each other? Okay. What is the answer? 3. Okay. Now I tell 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. But now question tell 7 papa, 7 punya, 4 papa equal to what? Huh? 3 punya, sorry, 7 punya, 4 papa, result is? 3 punya?
As per mathematics, but not.
The law says 7 papa, 4 punya is equal to 7 papa, 4 punya. That's all. Don't divide it. You have to suffer through papa, you have to suffer through punya. Both together. That's why papa, punya, both we are suffering. है ना? Otherwise, बहुत सारे पुण्य करने के बाद सब खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था ना? पुण्य का पद अलग होता है, पाप का पद अलग होता है. You have to suffer through both of them.
So there is no point in going and taking a holy dip in river.
That is not punya. That is
So they say,
prayashchit.
no, that pap.
That somebody was asking a prayashchit or maybe repentance thing. That is that one. Huh? Yeah. So that is the answer. The question is, then if they don't nullify each other, then how shall I get free from all of this? Answer is, take a holy dip. Holy dip, why is it called holy dip? Because it is spiritual activities. And why did I holy name? It is spiritual activities. These are akarma. Akarma has the capacity to nullify all these things. And that's how that also reference I will give from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, other thing is, okay, ignorance of the laws is not an excuse. Of course, we explain it again and again, time and again. See, arresting for the high speeding is like that. Principle of hygiene, we cannot, there is no excuse. Child putting a hand in the fire is no excuse. So better is to understand what is the sin, what is punya, what is papa, and go through it and be ready for the suffering. Okay. What was the question which back behind?
What?
Okay, nullification of that.
Yes.
Okay. So question is how my spiritual activities are clarifying or maybe deleting my karmas. Papa or punya, both are suffering, both they have to suffer, go through it. Then how do? Then question is, what are actions done for the purpose of spiritual activities? Spiritual activities meant activities which are done for Krishna. We understand who is Krishna? The Supreme Personality of God. Okay, there is somebody who is given verdict of terminal execution. Right now, होता है ना कभी does some heinous crime and he will get the final punishment. Okay, punishment is execution, hanging by death, something like that. So if he has to escape from that, what he has to do? High Court. He has to go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the same thing. Then what?
President.
Mercy? The mercy petition. If he does mercy petition and the mercy petition is accepted by the supreme person of the nation, he can be free. Mercy petition has to be that powerful. And who is the supreme person here? Krishna. And if you do this mercy petition, mercy petition is always accepted or no? No. Has to be very strong grounds, right? And a strong repentance. The same way, we do a strong repentance of our actions, what we have done. And simply, it's not a mechanical thing. Spiritual things are not mechanical thing. Okay, होता है ना कि बिल्ली मार दिया तो there is something called if you kill a cat, go to Ganga and take a dip and you are free from that sin. ऐसा बोलते हैं, but it's not like that. You have to really repent for your actions and then go and do this repentive prayashchita, then it will work. So our mercy petition has to be very, very deep and very, very serious and strong. So that mercy. So question is, and how it is happening, and there is a reference from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, other shloka from Bhagavad Gita, है ना? सर्व धर्म परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज. Krishna says, now come to me because aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. I can clear your karmas, I can clear your papas. In the whole universe, nobody has this authority apart from Krishna. So that mercy petition has to be very, very strong. Okay. So another concept is, now we take this last concept. Does my spiritual advancement depend on my past karma? नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पम् अप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् पूरे क्लास में now yeah anybody
In this endeavor, there is no loss or decline, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear.
Yeah, that's why he said, any activities you do spiritually, it can liberate you or maybe it can free you from any kind of a dreadful situation. Trayate mahato bhayat. Spiritual activity has that potency to clear all your karmas. Trayate mahato bhayat. So spiritual progress is independent of your papa punya and your spiritual progress can clarify all these bad activities, bad things from your previous intention. Okay. Question is, can we modify our past reactions? Yes. बुद्धियुक्तो जागे उभय दृश्य सुखते तस्मात् योगस्य उद्देश्य yoga karma solution. By understanding these intricacies, we can understand and we can clarify our karma. Okay. Okay. So this concept, this section you have understood. Little front and back I have done. Okay. Then question comes. Is it how to, after understanding this, how will I face problems in my life? Understanding karma, how it will help me to face the challenges in my life. हमारे जीवन में प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं ना, अंडरस्टैंडिंग karma, how it is helping. First understanding, first lesson is this: tough time doesn't last. Tough people, time doesn't last. Okay, whenever we are getting the karma, whenever we are getting a tough problems in life and all these things, what we have to understand, this is not going to last. Whenever we are getting the good things, that time also we should not become so excited. We should understand this is not going to last. This is going to pass. So we have to understand in the tough times we have to be tolerant. Always. Tough time will never stop. It is happiness and distress is like coins in the life. Because whatever we have done, that only karma we are suffering, and it is going and let's pass it, make it pass. Then we'll understand. And then we'll survive for longer. And just only thing in our hand is to build our strength to endure those karmas. Question is, why me? If you feel us, अरे बुरे कर्म मेरे पास ही क्यों आते हैं? Question should be, questions, why me? We understood why me. I have done so many karmas and all these things are there. But question should be, problems तो आ गए हैं, problems have come. How can I become strong enough to handle those problems? That's it. How to face those problems. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. By reading Bhagavad Gita, by doing spiritual activities, we become strong enough to face the problem. Whenever it comes to me, Prabhuji, by reading Bhagavad Gita, will problems in my life will get managed? No, it is not a mantra to finish your problems. It is a mantra to strengthen you to face the problems. So, the question is not why me, but now what we have to do? This is one of the nice role play here. Shall we do it? Or we exceeded our time by a lot today. Will you excuse me for that? But this is a role play here. This is a character, two characters, one man, one is a god. Okay, I have two volunteers. One will play as a man and one will play as a god. Who will take care? Who will be volunteer? Two volunteers. You want to be? Okay. What role will you play?
Whatever you give.
First one is a man. Who will play the role of God? We will say, loudly you can sing, read. Okay, you play the role of God. Okay, you read us.
I am the man.
Yeah, you are the
Why are we constantly unhappy?
Past is history, future is mystery. Today is a gift from me. Therefore, this current present, you are worrying because we are analyzing. That is why you are unhappy.
How can we not worry when there is so much uncertainty?
Uncertainty is inevitable. Worrying is optional.
But then there is so much pain due to uncertainty.
Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional.
If suffering is optional, then why do good people suffer?
Diamond cannot be polished without friction. Rock cannot be purified without fire. When good people go through trial, they experience makes their life more better, not bitter. Also, every adversity, good people see the opportunity in ways that you can't be.
You mean to say such experience is useful?
Art teacher leads us, tests us, and listens afterwards.
very good.
Books are purposeful, both blogs offer beneficial lessons to enhance mental strength. Inner strength comes from struggle and ignorance, not time or free from problems.
Frankly, in the midst of so many problems, we don't know where are we heading.
If you are not outside, you will not know where you are heading. Look inside. Looking outside your dream, looking inside your commitment.
Very good. Your final statement of the Lord. Looking outside your dream and looking inside your commitment. You have done within. Okay? Yes. The eyes provide sight and God provides insight. The learning lesson from these sessions. How to deal with adverse situation. First, accept the fact that I have done it and I have to
Face it.
face it. Who is writing our fate? Who is writing our destiny? Who is writing our karma? We are the one.
We ourselves.
We ourselves. These are our karmas are coming back to us. We have to face it like we have to. With every suffering, the burden of sin reduces. Then just let it pass. Another lesson. And then, to get the strength to endure all these things, go deeper into spiritual life. Build your spiritual willpower. With this willpower, you can endure more and you can tolerate more. How the tolerance power will increase? By spiritual practices. Okay? And what are the spiritual practices we are doing it? Chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. Of course, every Sunday, I did opposite to announce that every morning we are having like japa sessions, the meditation practice we do. Please join that, and of course, at the end of the session also we are doing this demo of japa. Okay? Another announcement is to deepen our spiritual experiences, the adventure trip, which is happening on 3rd of December. We are going there for just 1 day trip to Bangaru, Balaji. How many of you gone there? Bangaru, Balaji? Heard of it? Very near from the Bangalore, Swayambhu deity of Balaji. We will be visiting that beautiful deity of Bangaru, Balaji. And near to that is one more place, the birthplace of love and kush. You know, just Bangalore के बगल में लोगों का जन्म हुआ था, आपको पता ही नहीं? Just before KGF, last February में था. You been there? Avni Bette, right? You been there? Wow. चलो, be part of this trip, and now this trip is it already. So, we'll take the form in the group. How many of you are not in our WhatsApp group? Okay. Please, this Amit is there. So please contact Amit Prabhu. He will get you into the WhatsApp. We have given your name in the reception, but he will add it up.
There is limited seats.
We have to register as quickly as possible. Maybe this weekend we will be closing the registration for the preparation for the bookings and all these things. This is a one day trip, morning will go, evening will be back here on the same spot. Okay?
There is no water in the
Uh-huh.
दूसरा कुछ डेट नहीं है
3 December, that's all. Because this is a lots of deliberation and discussion we fix up this date. Yeah? Okay? So please register for this thing and come with your whole family. Okay? Message will come to your group. So you don't need to worry. Bangar Tirupati and Avivette. Two places we are visiting. Okay? Okay. So before we end, questions in today's session. Yeah.
एक वीडियो में आपने बोला था ना कि जानवर जो है एग्जेम्प्टेड है क्योंकि वो प्रोग्राम है
Their program, yes.
लेकिन हमारे 84 लाख इंडियन प्रोग्राम मिलेगा तो वो से तो मिल गया लेकिन जो बाकी
Okay, the question is, animals are exempted. We can stretch your legs and all this. You are sitting for 2 hours. Okay, so you can stretch your legs and just be free. The question is, how animals are exempted, and if animals are exempted from the law of karma, then how they are transferring from one life to another. The answer is, this is kind of a called as a transmigration of the soul, or maybe it's called as an evolution process. It's a Vedic evolution. So first, the lowest kind of a birth is of the aquatics. It's a highly unconscious. More consciousness develops at the higher levels. Aquatics, then plants, and then quadrupeds, and then what are the plants, insects, reptiles, and then insects and reptiles are together actually. Insects and reptiles, and the quadrupeds, and then humans. Okay, so this is program. So one birth you take, it will keep on developing, and finally ये सब करने में जब बोलते हैं 84 लाख के बाद हम शेयर में मिलता है तो 84 नहीं 80 लाख after 80 lakhs you will enter into human cycle. अब this होता है ठीक है? So this is evolution of the soul, not the body.
So एक shortcut is there.
Yeah, original last मिलेगा. After finishing all this things, you get enter the human birth. So who is there any shortcut for that? As soon as you enter this cycle, no shortcut for that. Just you have to follow the process. That's all. There is by chance some devotee gives you Mahaprasad. By chance, being the passed by a temple and you eat prasad, or by chance you are in a house where your owner is devotee and is giving you food. Anybody else having dog in your home? You feel prasad like this. Right? That this person is this soul who has taken a dog body has not to go into all the evolution process and take human birth. As soon as he dies, he will take human birth.
Only this is mandatory, like you start from there and then
Athletics, with all these things, like finally you will get any kind of human birth among these 4 lakhs. Good years.
but once you become human and then you die, again you take birth. Definitely.
Depends on your karma.
But again you will be born human only or you can again become
Depends
dog.
on your karma. If your karmas are good, then that's a very the contact from होने के बाद what kind of a house you get depends on your bank balance and your qualification.
And if you go back then again same cycle.
This is the rarest and the rarest opportunity that you are in human birth. And that too, unfortunately, that in Kaliyuga we have only a span of 50 years, which is expectation. 50 years. Or maybe 30 years is gone already. Maybe somebody is 14, somebody is 15, somebody is 60 years. Right? They have very limited time. And in this time frame, you have to just write this message here very fast, very intensely, and just get along. That's why the process is very fast. The process that is given in Kaliyuga for you is chant Hare Krishna and just get it. That's the process. The fastest process. There's a hand is up. It was one better week. I have many times. See, it depends on the pain that you give to others. Okay? So, if you are Ambani and you do this thing of 1,000 rupees, अगर आप इसका 10 100 रुपए चुराएंगे, 100,000 rupees will steal from a beggar. For the beggar, that 100 rupees is very my what you like. उसका चला जाएगा 1,000 rupees. अगर Ambani, okay man, 1,000 rupees दे दूँगा, काम ना करना. Punishment. It's not like that. You have to feel the same pain that the same person is going through. For him, it is 1,000 rupees, but for him, 20,000 rupees. You can't do it.
अब तेरे साथ जो बुरा कर रहा है, मैं तो अपने कर्म का फल भोग रहा हूँ, दूसरे को बुरा कर रहा है, उससे बुरा कौन करवा रहा है? और अगर
It's all matched up.
बुरा कोई करवा रहा है तो ये मतलब भगवान उससे बुरा करवा रहा है।
This is a chance. This is a law of karma. Talks about it as a chance. Uh, what you do with others, you will get that others will get punishment, and others will get chance to do same thing to you. अगर मैं किसी को मारता हूँ, अगर मैं किसी से कर्जा लेता हूँ, I take a loan from others, I will pay him back. If I don't pay him back, next one I have to give him back. Okay? Somehow you have to give him. So if I slap somebody, he gets right to slap me back. Okay? That doesn't mean he will slap you or not. He has slapped you. Now you have right to slap him back. If you choose not to slap, you are breaking the cycle of karma. Okay?
What is the what you say? If he has slapped you,
I slap you, you get right to slap me back. Then you slap me back. Again, I will get right to slap you back. I'm going. But how it will break? When I choose not to slap you back. But he getting slapped back, it is his karma. Somehow or other, he will get desire to slap somebody. They will be gone together and he will slap and again slap and will slap. But I will stay. By choosing not to accept the karma phala. ठीक है इसको बोलते हैं कर्म फल त्याग. Rejecting the karma phala, we are escaping from the karmic cycles. Okay? So in this way we can escape from it. That's why we call it karma. Nishkam karma they say, no? Sometimes we say that's why nishkam karma is bad. Okay, नेहा भी कर्म नाशोस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते. This I will number 2.40. Any other questions we have?
If Dhritarashtra had practiced bhakti throughout his entire life,
Yes. There's a story, like, in Bhagavad Gita, there's a king. He was doing something, service to a rishi, and he had a cow, big cow herd. And he said some tiger comes at night and kills my cows. And there was a dark. And this king was expert shooting arrows in the dark. He shoots arrows and go back. And next day, I know that his cow has been killed. Some tiger being killed. He said, Rishi said, okay, you get the karma, you get next birth as some animal or anything like that. The king understood, fine. He just knew his kingdom, does nice work, he gets moksha, there's no chance of next birth. So he can clear us. Bhakti can remove, stop your corruption.
Guruji, what Devaki had done after giving birth of Lord Krishna, she had suffered 40 years in the jail. So what her karma was?
Yeah, there was thing like that. But of course, this is Devaki suffering from the Krishna, the separation of Krishna is another story. But Devaki suffering for Krishna in the jail and all these things, that's the question. Okay. Sometimes Krishna, when God takes devotee as an example to teach us to teach us how devotees are ready to accept even hardships to please Krishna. Okay? So Devaki being mother of Krishna, she doesn't have any sense. She's sinless. But still, Krishna makes her a medium to teach us how devotees are getting when they are getting hardship. Even though devotees getting hardships and problems in their life, her faith on Krishna doesn't decrease. Her love for Krishna will not stop. You know? So that is the lesson for us. Now we get some problems in our life, we stop doing bhakti. And I stop going to temple. अरे हमारे घर में कोई मर गया, एक साल तक मंदिर भी नहीं जाएंगे. So this is not an excuse for us to stop our bhakti. You know? So whatever problems come, whatever difficulties should come, you know, our actions, our duty towards God must come. That is a lesson from the teens or Vikunti or Pandava life. And,
What do you see is right? Because and all gender remains the same, but gender also changes.
so anything. Sometimes gender is a temporary, you can say, I am a man, this is just temporary man. Some other person will be a woman, somebody else will be somebody.
This is nothing but costume.
Just a costume. Man, woman, Indian, American, black, white, everything is all a costume. Soul doesn't have any gender. Just because you are taking a body, you call yourself man, you call yourself woman, that's all. It's temporary. Okay, another question now.
We have charge
Yeah.
you convert you वापर रूप सारे युग में कोई ना कोई भगवान ने जब भी आया था कलयुग में क्या हो रहा है
Kalyuga में it is said that the Kalyuga devatas don't come at all. And Kalyuga, Lord will come, actually, Lord is, he comes all the times, all the yugas he will come. Kalyuga, he will come at the end officially to finish the Kalyuga. As a in the name of Kaliki. But still, Krishna doesn't escape his duty to save us. That's why, of course, officially he doesn't come in whole Kalyuga. But unofficially he comes in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, the first person there is not Balaram, he is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is unofficial incarnation of Krishna. Krishna personally comes to save us, to give this process of Hare Krishna Mahaprabhu and chanting. He came just 100 years back, secretly. And it is not a concoction, it is mentioned in the Shastra that he is going to come. And before his appearance, it was written. So Bhagavatam speaks about Krishna Varnam Vishadeshan Sanaka Sandasko Parashara. Darkness indicates whether he is good or not. It is mentioned that he will come along with his whole paraphernalia, all his friends and associates, and what he will do? He has many subjects in private. He will do some kirtan. And that is the lifestyle of whole Kalima. So Krishna comes unofficially. That's why it is called as Chandra Avatar. Not Chandra Avatar, Chanda Avatar, hidden Avatar. Officially, like Hidden Avatar is Chanda Avatar is secret. Kalima is Krishna comes. And apart from that, Kaliyuga Namarupa Krishna Avatar. Krishna has come in the form of his holy name. There is no difference between his name and Krishna. Okay. Okay, there's so many things to be learned. We'll take a time. This journey is so far. So every week we'll learn something new. Today's goal is the world. Sorry about that, but yes, we'll just now turn our attention towards chanting Hare Krishna Mantra and conclude our session with today's special day. Of course, please do this distribute malas, mantra meditation, and today is first Sunday of Kartik Mas. Kartik Masam has started, and Kartik Mas is special because Krishna's many pastimes are happening in this month. In the Kartik month, it is very auspicious to offer ghee lamb to the Lord. Every Sunday we are saying only one pujari will come and offer the lamb. Today, all of you are going to get chance to offer a lamb. Everybody will get a lamb in your hands and will offer diya to the Lord. It is said that Whoever by mistake also offers a land in a Kartik month to the God, he will get it. So don't forget every day to offer land to Damodara. Okay. So the story of Damodara will tell some other time. Maybe we take a chance. Yes, please come, our trainer. Yeah. 5 लाख साल हो रहे हैं 4 लाख साल 4,32,000 years is a small span of Kaliuga and just 5,000 years out. Yeah, okay. So don't wait. Did anybody who is doing first time here? Okay. So how to do it? We have a mala. So this mala has 108 beads. Okay. So the top of bead is Krishna Mani. And you chant from the next bead onwards. And how to hold this? With your 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. First finger you have to keep away. Okay? Don't touch your mala to the ground. Don't touch mala to your legs. Keep it in 2 hands or maybe to the lap properly. Okay? And each mani you have to chant mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay? The process is simple. You have to chant softly, lovingly, so that you can hear your neighbor should not get disturbed. Don't shout or don't speak in a harsh tone. Softly and speak. Okay? Our attention. This is meditation process. Our attention has to be fixed on our own voice. Okay? There are many different meditation processes where we focus on the photo, the image, the lamp, and these and that, etc. This process where we focus on our own voice. Okay? Now keep silence. Kids can go to the kids program or they finish them. Okay. Will also finish quickly. Okay. Before we start, please chant this song. Behind me. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद Now in chorus. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.